The greatest we'll ever witness. It's the Bears and the Texans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-7.
Okay.
What a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears. By Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit. They like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent.
I've had this weed for a couple weeks, man. It's pretty dry.
They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game.
Yeah, weed.
They're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what.
I got weed. Do you smoke?
Offense, it suits them well.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kick. Out to the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed.
How many games you buying?
That total, scary. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be
what are you going to spend the money on?
They work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20.
Oh, watts. I thought you said bucks. About to say fuck your payday. Milk them for every fucking thing they got.
And he'll work down inside the 45. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as the head coach of the Fighting Alumni in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. To throw is Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Play some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. Our first down throw for Mills. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now the throw on 3rd down, not to Reed, incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on the punt of the way. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. This is caught by Hilton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Fields. Escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
On 4th down, Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense
a good friend of mine said it was good.
Motivated to stick them with a safety.
Well, gonna be good, I mean, not that it was good.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields going for it all. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Will Fuller, 29 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because
Eliza P.
He recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another time, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive.
Survive on what? Oh. Huh. Oh my God. Cheers. Smoking weed. Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the football going back over now.
I need a piss, guys.
Texans. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mack. Well, this defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mills. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Looking to throw is Mills. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Mills throw complete there to Conley. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mills now. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that will be incomplete.
Obviously searching for the first touchdown of this game, partner. Now put 3 and out. That's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. Touchdown. Will Fuller. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from going up by 30. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and long for Mills. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return is Jones. Pushes past him. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. go back to Murray on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Montgomery. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Jared Cook. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's Jared Cook who finishes it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Mills. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Running right through him. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mills. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. accept that penalty. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw, Mills. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills flush to it, and he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears just continue to roll. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Fields. He's got Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Again, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. T.Y. Hilton from 8 yards out. And the Bears are pouring it on. Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Mills to throw it. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. Flood, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mills. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And now out comes Houston. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Mills. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On fourth down, now there's the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fielded at the 43. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. A couple of touchdowns there for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third.